Hey, SaraMarie Philly is here today with me, Wyvern Blazewood, aka Why Not? I was lucky enough to snag her up for an interview after having recently found her at Lauren's place at Cookie Thinker's Quest. I got to admit, Sarah, that I was so awestruck by you when I saw you there, and that I don't normally stay to hear the people who come to sing. I'll stay for one song, and then, I get bored and I leave. But
Yeah.
the minute I heard you sing, I was like, damn, I'm not leaving.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I am in my friend's band because they're like, are you coming to play games? We have a tournament every day, every Tuesday after comedy. And I said, no, you got to come here. I'm not going to be there. I'm staying for this. And I said, you don't know what you're missing, so I hope that I'll drag their butts to one of your shows. You're a very unique artist in Second Life. You have quirky, funny, bawdy songs. Can you tell me how long you've been creating and playing music in real life?
Oh, and well, I've been singing ever since I can remember. I started writing songs when I was just a little kid. They weren't very good songs. They, but I got a little more serious about songwriting when I was maybe 16, sometime in high school. And then I went to college for music and was classically trained in voice and piano. And, music has been with me for a really long time. I feel like if I say I've been doing music for 30 years, it makes me sound quite old. But
Nerny. Yeah, but I mean, it's obvious you have a lot of voice training because not only did you do your funny, bawdy, wild, crazy songs, but you actually gave us a special treat and did some opera, which was just amazing.
I did. I mentioned it in the show, and we were laughing about how the people at Lauren's are a little more relaxed, and they're like, "Oh, we don't clean up as well." I'm like, no, and I mentioned opera, and then someone in the crowd, I don't know if it was you or someone else, said, "No, you go ahead and sing an opera song," and I was like, "Really?" And the people were really accepting of really all different kinds of genres of music. So it was a fun opportunity for me to show the things that I've learned.
Oh, but it was fabulous. And have you sung actual opera in real life?
Well, in college, I did. When you go to college for music, it's special. It's a little different than going to college for most academics. You do a lot of academic work like music history and music theory, but a large part of your curriculum is performing. So whenever someone goes to college for music, it's almost like enrolling to be a performer for 4 years. It's really neat. There's a lot of ensemble performing that goes on. I was in the orchestra and the choir and things like that. But as far as singing opera, I did win a concerto competition in 2010 with the Westchester Orchestra, and I got to sing part of an opera, an aria excerpt from the opera from winning that contest. And that was really cool, that getting to be on a stage with like this huge fancy red dress. It was just wonderful.
I wish I
But
saw
I
that.
haven't been on like stages in New York or anything like that, or operas where I've been paid.
Well, I think you could be. I mean, after having seen you. You use Second Life for your music. How and when did you first discover Second Life?
Well, Second Life was an assignment for a sociology class in college. Yeah, I enrolled in a sociology class because that was required for education majors. And it was back in 2006. And one of the requirements was to go into Second Life and study the social structure. And I really got into it, and I actually made it my entire term paper was studying the people of Second Life. So, but I mean, I did have a different avatar in 2006, and I felt like when I discovered music here, I wanted to make an avatar that was me, like more myself rather than, my Barbie doll play toy.
Actually, your avatar does very much resemble you.
I try.
Was your purpose in coming to Second Life basically to expand your musical venues and the people that you could reach, or did you come here to Second Life and then you saw the possibilities of sharing talent here through this program?
I didn't know. I was here for 4 years before I knew about music here at all.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't know that there was music for quite a while. I mean, my first avatar was named Sarah, but I just felt like she wasn't me. So when I found out about the music, I created a fresh avatar and started doing the music thing. And then I sort of just got rid of my first avatar.
Well, what are some of the other social media that you use to communicate with or connect with your following? Because you have a pretty big following, I've noticed.
I don't know if I have a big following. That makes me feel pretty important.
Well, it's going to get bigger after this because I'm telling everybody since I've met you that they need to come and see your shows.
Thank you, Wyvern.
You use YouTube or?
I use YouTube.
Facebook?
I had some videos up there, some real life videos. I noticed a lot of Second Life performers put performances of their, Second Life. And a few of my fans and friends have posted Second Life videos, which is really cool, but I don't really record those. I record real life videos of me singing things. Some are better than others. Facebook is huge right now. Everybody's on Facebook. Even my mother. It's really scary. I have to worry that grandma's going to sign into Facebook someday. I have my own website. I've had it for a long time. And it has a blog. And I do like comic strips about my daughter. And I post free downloads of songs. It's just, my blog is kind of a mess of just all kinds of things, but it's my own happy random mess area.
I'm too dumb to even use Facebook. I really am.
What? No way.
Yeah,
Nobody's too for Facebook. And LinkedIn. There's LinkedIn and Google Plus, and Twitter, which I have to admit, like, I get into those for a little while, and then I get just drawn back out into other things. So I use other ways of connecting besides just Second Life, but this is a great way of staying in touch with people too.
Well, in real life, do you play around where you live in any of the clubs or anything?
I do. I don't have regular shows here. I have to kind of schedule each one as a one-off. My next one is actually on Halloween night, and it's at the Elkins Park train station. And I haven't decided whether the show's going to be Halloween inspired or what it's going to be exactly. But it's some sort of feature with a lot of songwriters. And I tend to get asked to sing those types of things. People contact me about songwriter types of bookings around the area. And I do perform out, but not as much as I used to. I have a small child, so I try to stay at home.
Well, as I said, I recently discovered you at Lauren's Place in Cookie. And you sang a lot of really funny songs. Can you describe the types of music that you do? Because a lot of people have no idea there's such a thing in Second Life. And you also have a variety.
Ooh, I really love this question. This is my favorite question you have. Part of the reason that I really love Second Life and music here in Second Life is because it gives me the freedom to explore different genres and really like dive outside of one type of music. At most of my shows here, I'm singing pop songs, like original pop songs and cover pop songs. The album that I sell in World and in real life and on iTunes is pop music. It's alternative pop. But, as I said before, I was trained in classical voice repertoire, and occasionally I get hired to sing opera and art songs and things like that. And that's really great too. It's nice that I can do these little featurettes of different genres of music. Right now we're doing Halloween classic music, like, Monster Mash and Werewolves of London.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And in Second Life, I get the freedom to do that. Like, I don't think that Beyonce and Rihanna and these really famous artists are allowed to just go on stage and do whatever they want and add in an opera song if they feel like it. So, I mean, not allowed, but they're just heavily branded. It's part of the joy of being a small-time musician is I have the freedom to do the types of music I want when I want to do it, which is nice. I've been working this year on this featurette set of children's lullabies that I rewrote to be Halloween lullabies.
Ooh, scary. We'll scare the children.
You want to hear a little bit of one?
I would love to. I would love it.
See here. Do we want part of Itsy Bitsy Spider or Hush Little Baby? Or Twinkle
God.
Twinkle?
Which one's scarier?
I don't know. This was really odd because at my last show I did Itsy Bitsy Spider, and some of the people in the audience were saying, oh, this is making me feel sick. And then
goody, do that one. I like that.
So it's either going to make you sick or make you feel a little turned on. I don't know which. We've got the itsy bitsy spider climbed up mommy's leg. Deep, deep inside her it laid a little egg. It terrified her when the babies came, and the itsy bitsy spiders feasted on her brain.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I love it.
Spiders crawl out of her mouth and her eyes and her ears, and they eat her. And then they go on to lay their eggs. It's a song about the circle of life, really. I mean,
yes. Take it to biology class with me.
Yes.
I just love it. Now, they're going to get a taste of your opera today, too, are they?
Oh, if you like, yes.
Do you have any music for?
I'm a little nervous.
Oh, no, don't be.
So you'd like me to sing a piece of an opera song?
Oh, yes. I really would.
Okay. I had mentioned before that I had won that concerto competition. And the song that I got to sing at Westchester with the orchestra was the Jewel song. And it's, for years and years, it's been my favorite opera song. I've learned a lot of others, but this one sort of sticks with me. And it's in French, but the story of it is that Marguerite is opening this box of jewels that was left there for her by Faust. And the opera is called Faust. If you know the story of Faust, Faust exchanges his soul to Dr. Magic or the devil for, pretty much everything he wants. So, so apparently one of the things he wants is Marguerite's love. So she gets this box of jewels. And because it's been enchanted by the devil, when she's putting on the jewels, she's looking more and more beautiful. And every woman wants to look beautiful. So she sings, je ris de me voir si belle en ce miroir. She says, I look beautiful in this mirror. Je ris de me voir si belle en ce miroir. Et c'est toi? Is it you, Marguerite? Et c'est toi? Is it you? Réponds-moi. Respond to me. Like, reply to me. Réponds-moi vite. And then she goes on to say, no, it's the daughter of a king. It's a princess. But it's just a fun song. So I want to do part of the Jewel song, and usually I would do it with a recorded accompaniment. Because I'm just doing a little excerpt, I'll go ahead and play it on the piano, and it probably won't be fantastic.
Don't you say that.
Or maybe it will be fantastic. I don't know. I'm very nervous.
Don't be nervous.
De me voir si belle en ces miroirs. Ah, jolie, de me voir si belle en ces miroirs. Et c'est toi, Marguerite, et c'est toi. Réponds-moi, réponds-moi, réponds vite. Non, non, ce n'est plus toi. Non, non, ce n'est plus ton visage, c'est la vie de roi, c'est la vie de roi. That's a page turn.
Oh my gosh.
Ce n'est plus toi, c'est la fille de roi qu'on salue au passage. Anyway, it's a beautiful opera, and it's a wonderful aria from the opera. Thank you, Nick.
That was magnificent. I'm
the people
so
in the
so.
studio are going wild
What a
with that.
Oh, what a treat! Oh, people just don't know what they've been missing when they haven't seen you. We always ask anyone we interview if you can share one of your most memorable Second Life moments from your early days. Could be something funny, something fun, something scary, or a proud moment. Anything that just stands out in your mind from the first days that you were here on Second Life?
Oh dear. I do have something. And it was something I included in my term paper too on Second Life. When I first logged in and I created my first avatar, I was on Help Island and I went through the little Help Island thing, and the first person I met, that he asked me to dance with him, and his name was Ford, and I was like, you can dance here? And it was like so fantastical. And then I got to know him. He was the only person I knew, right? And I got to know him, and it was quite odd because he was one of those master types and had a lot of slave women. So like for like a week, he was like trying to talk me into being part of his harem, and he was the person I knew. So I just kind of had to put up with this. Like, no, I'm not really into that. And the thing that stands out to me, which is really funny, was I was telling my husband, about this assignment from college that I had to do in Second Life, and how I've made a friend, and he is a slave owner. Come in.
How'd they go over?
It's pretty neat. And that was when my husband decided right away that Second Life was just not for him at all. He's like, no. So, that's the thing that I remember as like my first like real Second Life-y experience was my first friend being an owner of lots of slave women.
Wow. That's enough to scare a lot of people off, I think. Well, other than your music events that you do on here, do you even have time for anything else in Second Life? And if you do, what are some of the things you like to do here?
Oh, I do have time, but I'm the kind of person that I really enjoy projects. Like, I love projects, any kind of project I can get involved with. And sometimes that project is my music and musically related. And sometimes those projects are like art. Sometimes the project can be doing a hunt. And I used to really love doing a hunt.
I love hunts, but I have so much junk now that I haven't even seen from all the hunts that I did because I don't have time to open them because I'm on hunts.
I have something that I haven't even gotten into. But I say this all the time, and I think I mean it. I say that, I used to be one of those people that would be on Second Life all the time. Like, every spare moment I got between classes and everything, I was just logging in. And if I wasn't here for the whole day, I would have withdrawal symptoms. And, and then I had a child, and, all of that changed to where I just don't have as much time here, and I can go sometimes days and days without logging in at all. But I tell you what, as soon as she's off to school, I am right back online. I'm getting back in. I keep telling her,
hilarious.
as soon as you're out, I'm going right back. I'm going right back to my Second Life drug.
It is. It's like a drug. Second Life is. Well,
It
other
is.
than well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for coming today. But I want you to share with the audience any information about your group and how they can find where and when your events will be performed on Second Life. So anyone who sees you in here that really would like to, come and see some of your full shows, how can they reach you?
There's a lot of ways. Probably if you're only a Second Life type of person and you're not interested in connecting outside of Second Life, the easiest way is to search events and just type in SaraMarie. I don't even have to put my last name, and it pulls up my stuff. You could put in SaraMarie Philly, but if you search events, if I have an event that's listed there, then you'll see right when it is. If we're friends, you can look in my profile on the web tab. I have my whole calendar there. If you're into Facebook, you should look up SaraMarie Philly, or even my real life name, Sarah T. Mogo, and it's going to pull up pages that you can like and turn on notifications.
Well, I want you to know that our guy Feldman here, Nick, has been following you around for a few days
That's
and
good.
watching your shows. Yeah.
I like stalkers. That's what I'm looking for.
Stalkers. Nick is a stalker. Well, Sarah
Yeah.
Marie, thank you so much for coming today to share your talent with us, and I'm looking forward to seeing you a lot more now that I've found you. You're a gem.
Thank you, Wyvern. I'm looking forward to seeing you too in your live comedy at Lauren's.
Ha ha ha. No. Actually, we do comedy also Saturday night, Sarah, at Hooligans. And I'll
Yeah, but it was
yeah, next notice I'll send you one out.
okay.
Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Wyvern.
Streetwear Live was brought to you by Hooligan's Roadside Diner, home of Ingest Comedy, featuring the stand-up comedy of Nott, Sea Photographer, Doc Run, Roger 990, Catboy, Timmery, and others. Join them every Saturday night at 5 p.m. Second Lifetime. Also Studio A by Belladonna Couture, upbeat fashion with a flair. And Salty Sea Dog Blues and Games Club. Boat, bowl, play a game of greedy, or watch your favorite movie with friends. Please contact DJ Zamenis, Aurora Adele, or Nick Mammoth with your special events, or if you'd like to be featured on Streetwear Live. Oh, and come see our Halloween sim. Hang with a friend at our gallows, or just let us set your mood for the ghoulish season. Capture that perfect Halloween pic on our selection of pose balls. Just TP to Streetwear Live Studio, and it's right next door.